So, my dear students, good morning to all. Today we are going to learn the story A Meeting with Robbers. This story is about a clever traveler who escaped from the robbers with his smartness by fooling them. Do you like to hear the story? Now look into the book. Two robbers lay crouched in a small forest. They were sheltering themselves from the wind and rain and waiting to rob someone. What the two robbers are doing? They are sitting in a position on their knees where the knees are bent and the body is brought forward. And what are they doing? They are sheltering themselves from the rain and wind. They are protecting themselves from the rain and wind and waiting for someone to come that way so that they can rob them. Rob means what? To take away the things that they are having in their hands. So as they were waiting, one of them said, "Things are very quiet on the road today." What did he complain? Grumbled one. Grumbled means complained. What did he say? He said, the things are very quiet on the road today. That means the road is very calm and quiet today and there is no one coming on this way. His companion was peering down the high road. Wait a minute. There's somebody coming at last. Okay, it was then the other one. That means his companions, his friend saw that someone is coming from the other end of the road. And so he said, wait a minute. There is somebody is coming. About time too. I am cold and wet. He stretched his cramped legs and reached for his sword where it lay on the grass. So at the same time when they saw that someone is coming, the other one said, I am very tired, I am feeling cold and I am very much wet. And what did he do? He stretched his cramped legs. Stretched means made it straight. Cramped. Cramped means uncomfortably bent. It is not comfort for him to sit in that way. And what did he do? He stretched his legs and then he took the sword which was on the grass, which was lying on the grass. Stay low, said the other sharply. He will see you. Then the other one said, you stay low, you sit there quietly, calm down and sit there low. Otherwise the traveler will see you. Doesn't matter if he does. He is all alone and we will soon catch him if he runs. So what did he say then? He said, it doesn't matter even if he sees us because he is all alone. All alone means he is alone. There is no one else with him. And even if he runs, we can run and chase and catch him. It is easy. So there is no need of hiding ourselves in the jungle. And what did they do? They stepped out on the road and waited for the traveler. One robber had a knife in his belt and a club in his hand. The other stuck his broken sword in his belt. And what did they do? They came out of their shelter and they stepped out on the road and waited for the traveler to reach near them. And what did they have with them? One robber had a knife in his belt and a club in his hand. And the other one was having a broken sword which was stuck in his belt. And what did they do? They are standing, they were speaking. What did they speak or grumble? Grumble means they complain. It doesn't look to me as if he has got much money. So he said, I don't feel that he is having much money in his hand. Truly, the traveler did not look rich. He wore very plain, threadbare clothes, but his cloak was fairly new. So the other one also said, it is right. I too feel that he is not that rich because Why did they say like that? Because the traveler wore a very plain and threadbare cloth. It was not costly clothes, threadbare clothes. It was very shabby and dirty, plain. And they also noticed that his cloak was fairly new. They noted what is the cloak means? The overcoat. So they understood it is new. And so one of them, that this grumbler, said, I will have his cloak. Why did he say that? Because he is already feeling too cold and wet, and so he thought, even if he don't have money, I will take his cloak. So I could do something to keep out the cold. So I can use it for protecting myself from the cold. So now what did the traveler do now all this time? The traveler had seen the robbers almost as soon as they had seen him, and he trembled as he can be harmed by these robbers. So when the robbers seen the traveler, almost the same time the traveler also saw the robbers, and he understood that they are robbers, and he was trembled. Trembled means he felt very frightened, and then he thought, these people will harm me, they will attack me. Because he had no arms with him. Unarmed. Unarmed means there was no arms with him except for a knife. He had only a small knife with him. There was no other weapons with him to attack the robbers. And these ragged fellows were much stronger than he was. And he knew that these two fellows who is waiting to rob there, they are much stronger than he is. And so he was afraid, and he thought that these people will harm him. They did not know it, but although he wore simple clothes, the traveler carried a great deal of gold with him. It was sewn up inside the lining of his jacket. Though the traveler was frightened, why he was frightened? Though the robbers understood as he is a poor man, he is not rich and he is not having anything. Actually, this traveler was having a great deal of gold with him, a great amount, a lot of gold with him, which was sewn up in the lining of his jacket. How he was carrying the gold, or where did he hide the gold? He stitched it inside the lining of his jacket, so nobody will notice the gold with him. But the traveler was a clever fellow. He came up to the robbers, and before they could speak and demand his money, he began speaking to them very quickly in a language they did not understand. What did the traveler do? He reached near to the robbers, and suddenly he started speaking to the robbers in a language which the robbers could not understand. He was speaking in Latin, but the robbers could not understand that he is speaking in Latin. And they were taken aback, and they understood that from the action and expression of the traveler that he is asking for some food and money. His hands outstretched, he signaled to them that he was hungry and had no money. How did they understand that he is hungry and had no money? Because he was speaking to him, his hands outstretched as a beggar. He did not let them know that he knew they were robbers. He did not make the robbers understand that he knew that already that they are robbers. He treated them as if they were rich gentlemen and he only a poor beggar. And how did he behave to them? He treated them as if these robbers are rich gentlemen and he is a poor beggar. We will get nothing from him, grumbled the swordsman. Why he is asking us for something? Poor fellow, said the other robber, who was really rather soft-hearted. Let's give him some few pennies so that he can get a square meal. What? Give him some of my well-earned money? Why not? He has less than what we have. One day we may not be too old to be robbers. Then we shall have to beg. The grumbler, the swordman grumbled. He said, we are not going to get anything from him because he is asking us to give him something. That means if he has something, he won't ask us. So he is a poor fellow. And the other one said, poor fellow, let us give him something. He was rather soft-hearted. The other robber was little bit soft-hearted. So he said, let us give him few pennies. Few pennies means a little coins so that he can get a meal. And the other one got irritated and he said, what you are telling? Give some of my well-earned money. I have worked hard to earn this money. I won't give it. Then the soft-hearted one asked, why not? Why we should not give? Because he has less than us. So he is poorer than us. So we should give. One day we also may become poor beggars when it is old. When we are old, we may not be able to rob others, and then we also will have to beg for our food. So now when a beggar is in front of us, now we have to give him something. The traveler went on chattering away in the strange language. So when these robbers both are discussing each other, what the traveler was doing, he went on chattering. He was going on speaking in the strange language. Strange tongue means the language which the robbers doesn't know. Oh, all right then, said the grumbler. I think he is smart anyway. So the other one also, the other robber also agreed, okay, then we will give. I think he is smart also because he is continuously speaking. The two robbers put their hands in their pockets and took out some coins. So both of them from their pockets took some coins and gave it to the traveler. The traveler was very happy. He thanked him with tears in his eyes. The tears was of laughter. It was not of the compassion that he received, but that he could cheat the robbers. That was the tears of laughter in his eyes. Then they let him go on his way. The robbers allowed him to go in his own way after giving the money. Well, that didn't do any good, said the robber with the sword. And they went back to the shelter of the trees to wait for some richer traveler. The robbers grumbled, or they spoke among themselves, so there was no use of catching this man. And they went back to the shelter of the trees, or where they were waiting for the traveler. And they started waiting for another richer traveler to come. The traveler walked on unarmed, chuckling to himself, his gold quite safe. What did the traveler do then? He walked on unharmed, chuckling to himself. Unharmed means without any harm. Chuckling to himself, laughing within himself, his gold quite safe, without losing his gold. With the robber's money, he was able to buy a good meal for himself at the next time. And with the money that was given by the robbers, what did he do? He bought a good meal when he reached the next town. Dear children, I hope you understood the story. Try to read and understand it better. Thank you. Have a nice day.